there, Steve-Os, and welcome along to this week's episode of Steve's weekly vlog right here on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial. It's Monday afternoon, just coming up to Monday evening right now. I'm shooting this part of the vlog, by the way, and I'm going to be shooting this week's episode of the weekly vlog in 4K 30 frames per second. Last week's vlog was 60 frames per second, but in all honesty, the file size of each clip was just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So I thought I would film this week's episode in a slightly smaller file size format in the form of 40k 30 frames per second. I don't know whether or not it's going to be any bigger of a difference or not, but we'll wait and see, I guess. We'll see what happens. But anyway, it is Monday afternoon, Monday the 17th of February 2025. It's the beginning of my week off from work. I'm not at work this week, which is good. And I am here in Salisbury, which obviously you guys have seen a montage of at the beginning of this week's episode of the weekly vlog. So I hope you guys enjoyed that montage. There might be another montage coming up a little bit later on in this episode of the vlog. But I am here at my granddad's house. I'm going to be here for today, tomorrow, and I'm going to be going back home on Wednesday. A little bit later on this week, I'm going to be meeting up with my sister and staying with my sister towards the end of the week. So you probably will see another montage a little bit later on this week. The really weird thing is, actually, so obviously I had a KFC for my lunch, which you guys saw in that montage there. But also as well, I went off to the tip with my granddad and stepnan. We had to get rid of some rubbish that was in my granddad's back garden, so we put it in the car, took it to the tip, and we stuck it in the respective bins where they belonged. And then obviously went off, had our KFC, came back here, and I just had to do a little bit of threading of this like transparent wire, which is going down across my granddad's back garden, which my stepnan said will be a lot easier for her to put bedding on this wire in order for it to dry when it's hung out in the back garden and stuff. So yeah, so I've done that, and I've also had a cup of tea, sat downstairs, spent some time checking social media on my phone, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to come upstairs for a little bit and just do a little bit of vlogging, speak to you guys for a little bit. So obviously this is my room. Obviously you guys know the room layout, what it kind of looks like and stuff like that, really. So I'm not really going to go too much into it, but obviously this is the back bedroom. This is where I'm going to be staying for the next couple of nights. And also as well, I weirdly had a phone call today from a doctor, actually. This doctor was just checking in on me, just seeing how I'm doing, and just asking just how things are and stuff like that. Obviously it's been about a month or just over a month now since my mum passed away, sadly. So she was just genuinely checking in, making sure that everything's okay. There has been a couple of concerns that I have raised with the doctor, including a couple of spots and stuff that have appeared on my face, a few lumps, which you guys may have noticed, and stuff. So what I've done is I've sent them over a couple of pictures of that, and now I'm just waiting for them to get back into contact with me as to what they can do for me, just to help bring them down and stuff like that. We'll see what happens with it. But obviously I know that it's not just me that's been rather concerned about some of these spots that have appeared on my face lately and stuff, but it's also a couple of other people that I know personally as well who've been a little bit concerned in regards to that as well. So fingers crossed things will be a little bit better in terms of that, but for the time being, unfortunately, I'm just going to have to deal with these spots, even though they're rather annoying and they do bug me a little bit, but you know what, it's just the way it is. I'm not going to stress too much about it, because otherwise that could make things a lot worse, and the last thing I want is to make anything a lot worse than what it is at the moment. So yeah, so anyway, so it was nice anyway for the doctor to get in contact with me, have a chat with me, just check and make sure that everything's okay and stuff. And I have said that, you know, I'm getting a lot of support at the moment, and the support that I'm getting is going to be remaining in place for quite a long, considerable amount of time. and stuff, which the doctor's very satisfied with. But the doctor has said that, you know, if I do need any more support or help, then I can always contact my GP and speak to my GP about it, and they can arrange some bits and pieces for me as well, some additional bits and pieces. So there we go. Anyway, so yes, it is Monday afternoon, and obviously I'm just chilling at my granddad's house here in Salisbury on this Monday afternoon. So this week marks 40 years since a silly little London show called EastEnders, British soap opera here in the UK, launched on the 19th of February 1985. Now, obviously, for the last couple of years, and I've absolutely enjoyed doing this for the last couple of years, always catching up on today's episode of EastEnders on BBC iPlayer before it airs on TV in the evening at 7:30. Now, obviously, that's something that the BBC have been doing with EastEnders episodes for the last couple of years. And it's still something that they do even to this day. However, though, this week, they're not showing any of the EastEnders episodes early over on iPlayer. Instead, us EastEnders fans, the big EastEnders fans, have got to wait until 7:30 p.m. when the episodes air on TV. Now, it's really funny. Obviously, I've seen memes and stuff like that across TikTok over the last couple of days and stuff about people who like to stream the episodes of EastEnders early, like myself, for example. And and obviously, we're suffering a little bit. You know, we have to wait until 7:30. You know, and it feels a bit weird. It definitely felt weird waking up this morning and not tuning into EastEnders for sure. But I've literally just come across this TikTok video, which I'm going to show you guys now, actually, of this meme. Just enjoy this. Hold on. Here we go. Enjoy this. That's funny. That's absolutely funny. Sticking with TikTok very quickly. And actually, there's something I wanted to say. So there's a Bristolian woman that I know, and I've known on social media now for nearly 10 years. I think it'll be 10 years this year. We'll mark 10 years this year since I met this woman online. We've never met before. Something I'd love to do, though. I definitely would love to meet this Bristolian woman that I've been speaking to on and off for the last 10 years. But anyway, she lives in, I think she lives in Bath, but she originally is from Bristol. Anyway, I follow her over on the Threads app, which is like a Instagram version of Twitter/X. Anyway, and basically, last night, before I went to bed, she posted a video of this girl who is on TikTok, which sounds similar to her. Obviously, she's got the same, like, because this woman that I know, she's got a very strong Bristolian accent, and this woman that is on TikTok has also got a very strong Bristolian accent, and it weirdly sounds a little bit similar to this woman that I know online as well, actually. Anyway, now the really funny thing is actually I responded to this Bristolian woman that I've known for 10 years. I responded to her thread last night by going, "Core, I would definitely date her just for her accent and her accent only." Anyway, she replied back to me with a laughing face emoji, really. Because she thought it was funny, the comment that I made. But, I mean, come on. I mean, if I just turn my camera around right now, right, and show you this TikTok, I'll show you this one.
Someone messaged me the other day and was like, "You just love yourself, don't you? You just love yourself." And I was like, "Yeah, I do. Have you seen me? I look amazing." But also, like, I'm really funny. So, I got a lot going for me, do you know what I mean? But, like, I've never got that. She loves herself. Yeah, as she should. Have you seen her? She's amazing. We should all just love ourselves. We should all think that we are amazing. Do you love yourself? I do. Someone messaged me the other day and was like,
I mean, come on. Come on. I mean, the accent for me just does it. The accent, in fact, she loves herself as well. Giving herself self-love. You know, damn, you know, and she also finds herself funny. I find myself funny, to be fair, and a lot of people think I'm funny. But anyway, Anyway, her name's Tasha. Anyway, and she was putting that message out on Valentine's Day, but damn, yeah, she's quite an attractive Bristolian woman. Not gonna lie. Just about to catch up on today's episode of Coronation Street on ITVX on my iPad. Just about to have this strawberries and cream flavoured Pepsi Zero Sugar can, which I got from home earlier. And over on my iPad, I'm just about to watch this documentary of EastEnders 40 Years on the Square on BBC iPlayer on my iPad. So, it is the early hours of Tuesday morning. It is just coming up to quarter to, oh, well, you won't be able to see, will you? But if I just raise the camera up a little bit, there we go. It's just coming up to 1:45 in the morning on this Tuesday morning. I have spent the majority of the night after watching last night's episode of EastEnders on BBC iPlayer live, as it was being broadcasted on TVs and stuff. I spent the majority of the night downstairs, sat in the conservatory, just chilling, checking social media and having a chat with my friend Maxine as well, for a little bit as well. So yeah, so all in all, not a bad night. Just been checking through TikTok as well. Anyway, I am just about to take my nighttime medication. I've got a cup of water here, and obviously my medication's right here. And look what's set out ready for the morning. Our cups of tea with our tea bags at the ready and stuff in the cups ready for tomorrow. So there we go. Anyway, so once I have taken my nighttime medication, I'm going to go upstairs and get my pyjamas on and get into bed, ready for bed, ready to go to sleep. And I shall speak to you guys again in the next scene of the weekly vlog, which will be Tuesday morning. Good morning, everybody. Tuesday morning, not long woken up. It's nearly 9:40 on this Tuesday morning. Just been up checking social media, and that's pretty much it, really. Anyway, it is just coming up to 9:40, as mentioned. I've just put my iPad on charge because I had my iPad on all night long. Put something on BBC iPlayer for me to sleep in the background. It's just a little bit of background noise. I tend to always have background noise when I'm asleep. So I put something on BBC iPlayer just to help me go to sleep. Anyway, so my iPad is on 10% at the moment, so I've just put my iPad on charge. So what I'm just about to do right now is I'm just about to get dressed and go downstairs and say good morning to my granddad and stepnan on this Tuesday morning. Just made my bed. That's what the weather's looking like outside this morning. It's looking very lovely, sunny, and a little bit of blue sky with the odd cloud here and there. So this is what I've got for my breakfast this morning. Some porridge oats with golden syrup flavour. So I've got that for my breakfast, and I've also got my first cup of tea of the day. My granddad is outside in the back garden. I don't know how well you can see him, but he is out there. He is currently cutting down a metal drawer thing with some metal cutters that he's got in his tool shed. But yeah, that's what he's doing at the moment. About to take my morning medication with my cup of tea. Tonight, before I went to bed, I put some cans of Pepsi Max in the fridge so that they're nice and cold for later this afternoon, when either myself or my granddad might want a can of Coke or can of Pepsi Max, which is in the fridge, and it's going to be nice and cold. So it is Tuesday afternoon, by the way, and I am currently in the process of getting my coat on at the moment and my hat on and stuff. Gonna go down and get my shoes on in just a few moments, because I am heading off out with my granddad and my stepnan. I've got no idea where we're going, but anyway, they've not really said where we're going, so I guess we'll take you guys with me, and we'll see where we head off to. So we are at Carlos Tea Rooms. This is my lunch for today. I've got a cup of tea with a cod, chips and peas for my lunch today. So it is Tuesday evening, by the way. Just been spending the last 15-20 minutes, maybe even half an hour, scrolling through TikTok on my phone. I'm just so obsessed with TikTok, honestly, it's unbelievable. But you know what, it's good though, because obviously I end up gaining new followers, I end up following new content creators on TikTok as well. I think actually there is one TikToker who I have literally just followed, who I do believe, and I'm not too sure, but I've seen videos of them in Bournemouth, like going from like Boscombe to Alumchine and stuff like that. So I don't know, maybe they are from Bournemouth, I'm not too sure. But anyway, but yeah, it's always nice though to come across these new content creators and see some of their content that they've done previously and stuff. Speaking of TikTok, by the way, earlier today I decided to reach out and comment on one of the TikTok videos. Actually, it was a recent TikTok video, one that was posted earlier today, of the TikToker that I showed you at the beginning of the weekly vlog, the Bristolian one. And I just said that I honestly do love her accent. And I said something about going to, because she was on about some Caribbean, Nigerian and Ghanaian like restaurants in London. I think there was a content creator or something doing some sort of restaurant tour in London and stuff like that. Anyway, and I said something about maybe us going to some Caribbean or Nigerian restaurants in London. But unfortunately it wasn't her neck of the woods, but it's not my neck of the woods either. But anyway, I still enjoy her content though, and I still absolutely love her accent, honestly, it's so lovely. But the fact you know what, right, given the fact that in theory it was kind of rejection in a way, rejection therapy, always good. But though, I'm just going to put it out there, but, right, honestly, it's the fact that she noticed me, okay? That's all that counts. The fact that she knows that I now exist out there in the TikTok verse. There we are. Anyway, that sounds a bit weird, doesn't it? Let's not be weird about this now. Anyway, so yeah, so also as well, I've had a call from the doctors earlier this afternoon. I had one actually at the beginning of the afternoon, but I missed the call because my phone was up here charging. And I was downstairs in the conservatory on my MacBook laptop, so I missed the call. But they called me back earlier this afternoon, though, to say that basically what they have decided to do for my spots that I'm getting on my face at the moment and stuff, they're going to get me. They're going to give me some antibiotic cream, which I need to apply to the spots on my face. So like this one right here, for example, I think it's turning into more of a cut or a spot than anything, because it has been bleeding a little bit. So there is that, I guess. Anyway, so yeah, so obviously they've said that they're going to give me some antibiotic cream, which I just need to apply to the face, and hopefully the swelling of the spots will go down. If they do, then great. If not, then obviously I need to contact my GP and they'll refer me a little bit further from there, I guess. So maybe refer me to some sort of skin doctor or something like that, and we'll see what happens from there. But the fact that obviously I've raised the concerns with the doctors, they've given me a possible solution to the issue. Hopefully it is an issue that will just go away after a few days after me applying this cream to my face and stuff. I'm sure there's going to be instructions anyway on how I use it, so it could be the case that I have to apply it maybe 2-3 times a day or something like that to the affected areas. Not infected, but affected areas. I was about to say infected areas, but no, it's affected areas. So yeah, so that's all well and good. So I just need to go to my pharmacy, which I'll probably do either tomorrow when I'm back in Bournemouth tomorrow, or I may just leave it until Thursday when I've got a bit more time on Thursday, and I'll just go and collect it from my pharmacy on Thursday then. Hopefully by then as well, because I've also put in a repeat prescription order for my medication as well, which I take daily, and obviously I normally get monthly, like on prescription. So hopefully by the time I go to my pharmacy either tomorrow or Thursday, my medication should also be in as well. So I should have two items to pick up at the pharmacy and stuff, which isn't too bad anyway. But yeah, I just thought I'd check in with you guys. Obviously, it's been a few hours really since I last did any vlogging on this camera, so I just thought I'd check in and let you guys know a little bit of details and stuff. So my granddad and my stepnan have been downstairs watching TV for the last couple of hours. Lunch was really lovely as well, so I really did enjoy lunch today, very delicious. But yeah, so that is pretty much what I've been doing for the last couple of hours really on this Tuesday afternoon / early evening. Sat in the conservatory at the moment, and I have just been asked if I would like something to eat, which obviously I said yes, because after all, I love my food. Anyway, so I went to the toilet, and as I was on the toilet, my stepnan shouted up from downstairs and said, "Steve, your dinner's ready." So anyway, obviously I said, "Okay, thank you, I'll be down in a second." So obviously I went to the toilet, came downstairs, and my granddad said, "Sorry, but your food's already been gone, it's been eaten by me." No, it hasn't. Literally, I saw it right on the kitchen side as he said that to me. He's so cheeky, my granddad, honestly, but I do love him. But this is, though, essentially what I have got for my dinner tonight. I have got some Walker's Ready Salted Crisps. I've got 2 ham rolls right here, there we go, and I've also just taken out of the fridge a can of Pepsi Max as well, which I'm going to drink as well. So that is my dinner for this evening. So I am going to have some of these blood orange flavoured Lindt Lindor truffles. By the way, I'm going to have some of those, and I'm going to watch BBC iPlayer live, BBC One specifically, because it's nearly 7:30, and I'm going to watch tonight's episode of EastEnders on BBC iPlayer. Obviously it's their 40th birthday this week, and they're not putting the episodes of EastEnders on iPlayer at 6 AM like they usually do. They're showing them as and when they're broadcasted on TV this week. So, excuse me. So I'm going to watch EastEnders on BBC iPlayer live on BBC One right now. Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday morning. It's just gone 8:20 on this Wednesday morning, halfway through the week, halfway through the weekly vlog. And I have just woken up, and now I'm just about to get dressed on this Wednesday morning. I have just made my bed, and I have also put my iPad on charge, as my iPad has been on all night for background noise and stuff, so I put it on charge for a little bit. And I've also put my phone on charge as well for a little bit, because I've been using my phone for a little tiny bit this morning before I started vlogging. And I have also got my bag ready right here as well, so that's all ready to go. That's just got my clothes and that in it, which is basically dirty laundry at this point. So there we go. Anyway, I am now just about to have a shave on this Wednesday morning. So this is my breakfast this morning. I've got 2 bacon rolls right here, and I've also got a cup of tea as well. So it is Wednesday morning, by the way, and what I am doing at the moment is I am just in the process really of just getting my stuff together really. So for example, I'm just going to take out this plug that's been plugged in with my camera charger for my Osmo Pocket 3, and also for my iPad as well, because my iPad is now fully charged. I've just come up to check it, so it's just coming up to 11:35, I believe. No, it's 11:36 right now. I do apologise. It's 11:36 right now. So what I'm just about to do is I'm just about to stick my iPad and my charging cable into this bag right here. What I might do though is I'm going to take out my my MacBook Air laptop, and I'm going to stick that in there. I'm going to put my charging cables back in the bag as well. The only thing that I've then got left to pack really, which I will do a little bit later on, because what I might do, I know I'm facing like behind literally my back's turned away from the camera right now and I'm just here doing bits and pieces. But what I am going to do though is I'm going to stick my phone on charge for a little bit and I'm going to go downstairs and use my MacBook laptop for a little bit. So this right here, I'm going to use this right here, so probably just to watch something on Disney Plus for a little bit, but all I've got left to pack really will be my phone charger once I pick my phone up a little bit later on. So I'm just going to stick that on charge for a little bit. There we go, it's on charge right now. So yeah, so anyway, everything else though apart from that is all packed up and ready to go, and I will be heading off back home to Bournemouth very, very shortly. But I just thought for the next couple of hours though, until I do go home, because I should be leaving here around about 1:30 to catch the 1:55 bus from Salisbury Town Centre. What I will do though is I am going to watch some bits and pieces on my MacBook right now on this Wednesday morning, going into Wednesday afternoon. And just like that, I am back home here in Bournemouth. So I had a lovely time at my granddad's. I just want to say a massive thank you to my granddad for letting me stay with him for the last couple of days to kickstart my holiday from work. I really do appreciate it an awful lot, honestly, and I'm looking forward to having a chat with him over the phone on Sunday to see what he's been up to this week, for the rest of this week as well. So I'll speak to him on Sunday. Obviously a little bit later on in this episode of the weekly vlog, I am going to be going to stay with my sister towards the end of this week, towards the end of this episode of the weekly vlog. So I'll try and vlog a little bit of that a little bit later on in the vlog, okay, but it probably won't be too much though, and it might be more in montage form, but we'll see what happens with that a little bit later on. So anyway, I have just got back home. I've actually just had a message from my support worker because I do have a support session this evening. So my support worker said for me to meet him outside the gym at 4:15, so I'm going to head off at around about 4 p.m. I've got a few letters actually via the post, which are addressed to me. Which feels very weird now, actually, getting all these letters come through with my name on it. It's so weird, honestly. But this is something I'm going to have to get used to, though. It is like billings and stuff like that. Obviously, I've got a lot of stuff to do, personal stuff to do in terms of that. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave it for now. Okay, I am seeing my sister, like I said, at the end of this week. So I'm probably going to go through it with my sister at the end of the week, because she's got a better understanding of bills and stuff like that. I'm completely new to this stuff, you know. The only bills that I've had to pay in my life at the moment is my phone bill, my subscription services bills, you know, like Netflix, Disney Plus, etc. And all of that stuff. So in terms of like the electric, the gas, the internet, the water, you know, all of that stuff, like that stuff is all new to me, and obviously I don't know what I'm doing at the moment. So, you know, this is something that I'm going to have to go through with my sister to have a better understanding of this stuff, because she's been doing this stuff now for the last few years, so she's got a better understanding of it than what I have, and I'm all new to it. So once I've got an understanding of it, it's fine. I can be able to do this stuff on my own. But at the moment, it's just a learning curve, a learning process for me. So speaking of bills, actually, streaming services in particular, I had 2 emails while I was with my granddad. First one came from Disney Plus. Now, Disney Plus, I tend to pay for yearly. So every 24th of March each year, I pay a fee for Disney Plus. And that basically pays for my Disney Plus account for March, let's say this year, to March 2026. And I believe that the price has gone up this year to £89.50, I think it is, or 60. Last year it was £79.60 or 50. So it's gone up by £10. And I'm kind of there like, really, I should start watching more TV shows on Disney Plus, because £89.60 a year just to watch The Simpsons and Family Guy is really, really expensive. So, and to be honest, I put it on Facebook the other day actually, and a couple of my Facebook friends did say to me that watching 2 shows for £89.50 a year is absolutely insane. So really I need to start getting more out of Disney Plus and just watching The Simpsons and Family Guy, which I know are my comfort shows. I do love to watch my comfort shows and stuff like that, but sometimes it's always good to go and experience new TV shows, especially stuff that people are talking about, and the same with movies. But then again, whenever there is a new movie on streaming, I tend to watch it anyway because it's a new movie. It's the same with Netflix. The price has gone up by £2 here in the UK, so at the moment it's $10.99. From March it's $12.99 a month for a standard plan. Again, I need to start getting more out of Netflix because Netflix is so expensive, and obviously if I'm not using Netflix, or if I'm only using it to just watch the odd movie here and there, what's the point in having Netflix? You know. So I need to start getting more out of the streaming services that I use, really, is what I'm trying to say there. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed the fish. Okay, so the fish I'm about to feed, and then I'm going to go outside into the back garden and feed the rabbits as well on this Wednesday afternoon. It is Wednesday night, 9:30, and this is my dinner tonight. I've got a ready meal beef lasagna that I've taken out of the freezer, stuck it in the microwave for 5 minutes, and good afternoon, folks. It is Thursday afternoon, by the way. I've not long woken up. I went to bed at midnight last night. Anyway, so I'm on the bus at the moment. I was going to vlog outside, but it's actually raining at the moment, and unfortunately I can't actually get this camera out when it's raining, because if I do, then I damage it and it gets wet, and it's not a weatherproof camera, as I've learned from other YouTubers and stuff. But anyway, I'm on my way to Poole to go and meet up with my friend Kieran for the afternoon. It's been a while since I last met up with Kieran. Actually, no, I think I have met up with him recently, haven't I? Yes, I have, actually. I met up with him recently, but I'm meeting up with him again today, so I'm going to take you guys with me. So without further ado, let's go off and meet up with my friend Kieran on this Thursday afternoon. So, I am at Weatherspoons on this Thursday afternoon, and I have got some chips, a cheese meltdown, which is new. I've also got some mayo, some onion rings, some chicken wings, and a glass of Coke. And I'm joined by Kieran as well, by the way. Oh, there we go. There we are, there's Kieran.
I was not expecting that.
How are you anyway?
Yeah, all good, all good. The food's just literally come out of the oven or microwave, as I should say.
The microwave?
Yeah, because it is hot, yeah. I can't barely touch it at the moment. I got through my baked beans.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, anyway,
yeah.
all good?
Yeah, all good, thanks. Yeah.
It's been a while since I last vlogged with you, actually.
Yeah,
even though we met up last month, but we didn't actually vlog.
Yeah, no.
So
no. Is this like going to be your first vlog back, or have you?
It's a couple of vlogs actually that I've done.
Oh,
so
you have? Oh,
yeah, I've done a few.
Oh, okay. They've not
I've just been banking them, so
okay.
you know.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. I see.
But yeah, anyway, did you enjoy your Christmas and New Year?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because that's the other thing.
Long ago.
It was that long ago.
So out of season. But
so out of season.
I did. Yeah, no, it was a good. It was actually a good Christmas. It was actually like I actually did have a good time. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So yeah, that was all good. Yes.
Yeah. And Kieran was in a car crash as well. To start the year.
Yes.
And you've had so many issues with your insurance company and all of that.
Yes, but it's sorted now.
It's all sorted.
And it's being repaired as we speak. So I should get it back next week.
So hopefully next week you'll have a car
to
start driving around in. I'm guessing you've been using buses. Getting lifts.
I've just gotten lifts from people, really.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone who goes to my work, it's just on the way anyway, so...
Yeah. So there we go. So anyway, I am spending the afternoon with Kieran in Poole at Weatherspoons, and I'm just about to have some lunch. And this is what I've got for dessert at Weatherspoons on this Thursday afternoon. I've got a chocolate fudge cake, and I have also just ordered myself another Coca-Cola as well in a pint glass, which I'm going to drink as well. So that is what I'm having right now on this Thursday. Good morning, everybody. Friday morning, not long woken up. I actually woke up and I've straight away had a phone call from my sister. So my sister's decided to see if she can get herself signed off for a couple of weeks from work because she is struggling at the moment with the fact that my mum's gone. I'm not going to lie, it's difficult. It's absolutely difficult. I mean, obviously, it's even more difficult for me, really, because obviously, you know, I'm still in my mum's house at the moment. You know, and there are times I half expect my mum to come downstairs or be sat in a chair in the living room or, you know, like blasting out music via the radio and stuff like that. I half expect that, you know, and, you know, it's tough. It really is tough, honestly. There's times I've broken down in tears over my mum and stuff like that, you know, when I've got home from work or, you know, at some point in the evening, I've just sat there and broke down in tears. The last time I broke down in tears over my mum was on Wednesday night when I came back home from my granddad's. You know, that was the last time I broke down in tears over my mum. But, you know, it is tough. It is tough, honestly. I'm glad, really, that this weekend I'm going over and seeing my sister for a couple of days because I feel as though she could do with the support, in all honesty. I think she could. But she's been telling me she's been waking up lately, and as soon as she's woken up, she's been in tears and stuff. Admittedly, she has really been trying to hold things together, really, over the last few weeks. So, like, she's been the one that's been organising a lot of the stuff, really. So, like, my mum's funeral and all of that stuff, you know, she's kind of been keeping her mind occupied. And obviously, now that pretty much that's all been done, obviously now it's kind of taken it out on her a little bit, and obviously now's her time that she needs to grieve. So, you know, so she is going to see if she can have some time off work, just to grieve, really, over the next couple of weeks. So, grief is honestly, I've learnt this, and I said this to my sister earlier, grief is a very, very weird thing because it comes and goes in waves. 1 minute, you'll be fine, you'll be cracking on with your life, and you'll be doing your daily normal thing, you know, you'll be there laughing, smiling, joking, you know, all of that stuff. You'd be getting on with your life. And then there'd be days like now where you'd be breaking down in tears because, you know, it hits you that, you know, you can't speak to that relative that's passed away anymore. You know, you can't have a conversation with them anymore and stuff like that. So it's difficult. Honestly, I've had to learn a lot of this stuff, really, through my own grief, you know, and I'm still grieving, you know. A lot of people say it gets easier. It doesn't. You just learn to cope, you know. And I think there's a lot of special occasions this year that are coming up now, which is going to make it even harder this year, you know. I mean, like, for example, tomorrow it's my brother's birthday. So I know that that's going to be very difficult for him because that's his first birthday without my mum being there wishing him a happy birthday. Obviously, there's Mother's Day coming up at the end of March as well, and again, that's going to be very difficult for me and my sister because obviously we're not going to be able to say Happy Mother's Day to our mum or, you know, buy her flowers, buy her chocolates, take her out for a meal. We're not going to be able to do any of that, you know. So again, that's going to be very difficult. It hit me the other day, actually, that Mother's Day's coming up. I saw a advertisement outside the Toby Carvery which said to book now for Mother's Day, you know, it hit me, really, that I'm about to have my first Mother's Day without my mum, you know, and that's difficult. On top of that, you know, I mean, we've even got, I mean, when you think further than March, I mean, in April, we've got Easter. Every year at Easter, my mum would get us an Easter egg or a tub of chocolates or something like that, you know. Again, this year, that ain't going to happen because my mum's not here, you know. So we can't even celebrate Easter with my mum anymore, you know. There is a lot of stuff. I mean, obviously, again, you know, my sister's birthday, my birthday at the end of the year, Christmas. It's not going to be the same, is it? But I've assured my sister, though, and said that regardless of this information, we're still going to remember my mum during those occasions. And I've even said to her, you know, at some point at the end of March, if she's got the money to, if I've got the money to, etc., why don't we go out and have a meal and we will raise our glass to our mum, so that way then she knows that we're thinking of her on Mother's Day or around Mother's Day, you know. I do think that eventually we are going to get my mum a headstone and stuff, and eventually when we do, and that gets put in place and stuff, you know, every Mother's Day going forwards, likely from next year going forward from there, I'm probably going to go up to her headstone and lay some flowers down at her headstone, to be honest, and, you know, just stand there and just wish her a happy Mother's Day, and just have a little chat, really, you know, just kind of let her know what's been going on in my life, and stuff like that. So, you know, it's a very weird time, this is. It is a very weird time. I'm still going through my own grief, you know. My sister's now grieving as well, you know. But I'm just glad that we've got each other to kind of lean on, really, you know, and we can talk to each other about it. So, anyway, so that's how I've woken up. I've literally spent the last 20 minutes, 25 minutes speaking to my sister over the phone, about how she's feeling, how I'm feeling, you know, and she's broke down over the phone in tears to me, bless her. So, you know, I've just been there really just talking to her about it, you know. So, yeah, anyway, I am just about to start my day. I know this has been a bit of a long part of the vlog, but I'm just about to start my day on this Friday morning. The time, by the way, what is the time now, by the way? It's 10:20. I woke up literally about an hour ago. I don't know why I keep waking up lately at 9:30, but normally I'm an early bird. So hopefully, you know, this isn't something that happens often. Because honestly, I like being up nice and early. It means that I can get my day started and I can just do bits and pieces. Anyway, let's start my day on this Friday morning. Put my first load of washing on in the washing machine. So this is what I've got for my breakfast today. I've got a bowl of honey hoop cereal, and I've also got myself a flask of coffee as well on this Friday morning. I have just put my first load of washing into the tumble dryer to dry on this Friday morning. Just put my second load of washing in the washing machine to wash on this Friday morning. You know what's ironic? I've just been outside to put some water in the rabbit's hutch because I cleaned them out, I've given them some food, and then just as I was drinking my coffee, I just realised that I forgot to put some water in their hutch after I finished cleaning them out, so I've just gone and done that. But as I went out there to put some water in their hutch, it's starting to rain, which is a bit ironic, isn't it, really, because I'm just about to head out the door to go to the cinema. So Yep, that sucks. Anyway, it is Friday afternoon. I've also just had a shave as well. Where's my shaver gone, actually? That's a good point. It's over here. I'm just about to put my shaver upstairs on charge, because I'm going to charge it up, because obviously I need to pack it with me when I go to my sister's flat later this evening. And obviously I need to have a shave tomorrow and have a shave on Sunday as well. So I'm going to make sure this is nice and fully charged up, all juiced up, shall we say. So I'm just about to go upstairs and do that. And then after that, I'm going to grab my phone and then I'm going to head off. You know what's funny is I love the fact that literally, like... It's like, you know what, right? You guys won't see this, but I'm seeing it from my point of view, right? Every time I move about, it kind of looks like my camera is shaking its head at me to go, no, no, no. It's just so funny. Why have I only noticed that now? I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to go upstairs, grab my phone, because my phone's on charge at the moment, and then I'm going to head out the door and go to the cinema to go and see the movie The Monkey, which I will talk about in an upcoming movie wrap-up video, which I'll tell you more about the movie wrap-up series, hopefully in the next episode of Steve's weekly vlog right here on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial. I'll let you guys know when the movie wrap-up series will return and what's going to be coming up in those episodes as well. It's Friday afternoon, by the way. Just got back from the cinema. Also got back from the pharmacy as well, because I had to go and get my medication and some cream for my spots on my face at the moment as well. Fingers crossed that cream does work. I'm going to start applying it, I think, from this weekend. But I've got something to tell you, and I'm devastated and I'm really upset that this has happened. But it was completely by accident. So I took my duvet, before I went to the cinema, I took the duvet downstairs off my bed because my sister doesn't have a duvet for the spare bed that she's got at her flat. So I took my duvet off my bed, took it downstairs and put it down in the kitchen because obviously, you know, my sister's partner's picking me up shortly to take me back to my sister's. And obviously I'm just putting it all downstairs ready to go to my sister's flat for the weekend. And as I took my duvet out of my bedroom, I'm going to just turn the camera around now, okay, and show you what happened. There's this piece of glass, or bits of glass here, a little bit of the stand there, and stuff like that, which was on this shelf that is opposite my bedroom, and it fell off as I was trying to drag my duvet out of my bedroom. It completely knocked off the floor, completely knocked off the shelf, fell on the floor, and it shattered like this. I picked it back up, I put it on this shelf for now, and I'm just going to have to leave it like this. And inside, it had this artificial purple flower that was standing in it. And it's absolutely devastated me because it was obviously my mum's. So I'm not even joking. I started tearing up. I literally, as soon as that happened, obviously I left to catch the bus to go to the cinema, but I started crying on the bus as I was messaging my sister because, you know, luckily I was at the back of the bus, but I just started breaking down a little bit because it really upset me that that's my mum's and I've just smashed it. But it wasn't on purpose, though, like, it was by accident. So, my sister said, you know, don't get upset over it. Like, accidents happen at the end of the day, and, you know, it probably wasn't that valuable anyway. You know, but it kind of just, it more upsets me because it was my mum's, you know. So, yeah, that really sucks. It really, really sucks. So, but anyway, my sister's not having a good day herself. She said she's broken a plant pot today. Her filter that she's got for her turtle tank is leaking everywhere. So she said she's not having a good day herself. So I'm kind of glad really that I'm going to spend some time with her this weekend because I feel like I need it and she needs it as well, especially with everything she's going through at the moment. Anyway, It's devastated me, understandably. Anyway, it is Friday afternoon. I've just come back home. I've stuck the tumble dryer back on because it was halfway through drying my clothes. My first load of washing that I put on this morning. But obviously with me going out, I ain't going to leave the tumble dryer on because that's how house fires start, you know, especially when no one's in the house. So always safe to turn your tumble dryer off if you're not in the house. So I have stuck the tumble dryer back on downstairs. And what I'm just about to do is I'm just about to have a shower because I've not showered today. So I'm going to have a shower and get back into these clothes. And just get myself ready to go to my sister's flat. So it is Sunday night, by the way, and I have not long got home I've been back at home for quite a little bit after seeing my sister. Spending the weekend with my sister. Anyway, I'm just about to have a video call with my friend Kieran over on Skype, as it is Sunday night. And can I just say, I did have a lovely time with my sister. Excuse me. I did have a lovely time with my sister. A lovely time yesterday at Poole Park, which is where we went to walk the dogs. Simba and JJ. So yeah, that was really, really nice. I went out earlier today as well with my support worker and one of his clients, which was nice. Went to Hollywood Bowl in Branksome, and we also went off to Wagamama's. Well, Wagamama's, I absolutely love Wagamama's, especially their chicken katsu. Oh, it's to die for. It really is to die for. It's so nice. I also tried some squid as well, which again, their squid, very nice. Absolutely delicious. So yeah, so that was fun. So I had a really fun session with my support worker and one of their clients today. And I've actually got a support session tomorrow, which I'm looking forward to doing. Tomorrow I'm going to go-karting which would be really, really awesome. Looking forward to doing that. But anyway, can I just say, this week I've been surrounded by so many people, which I'm so glad about. Like my granddad, my stepnan, spent the beginning of the week with them, and then obviously Thursday I spent the afternoon with my friend Kieran, and then Friday to now I've spent, you know, this weekend with my sister and her partner, and also, you know, spent this afternoon my support workers as well. So I'm really, really glad that this week, despite the fact that this is my first week off work since my mum's tragic passing, I've actually been surrounded by a lot of people, which I'm so glad about, because in all seriousness, if I hadn't have been, I think I would have been overthinking a lot this week. So honestly, I really do appreciate the love, the support, and the kindness that people have been giving to me and stuff recently and stuff. Like, honestly, I really, really do appreciate it. Anyway, I am just about to have a video call with my friend Kieran. I'm going to wrap this vlog up here. But anyway, thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. As always, if you are new around here and you like what you see, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below to become a Steve-O. And I will be back again soon with your next YouTube video right here on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial. But until then, though, it's goodbye. Thank you for watching. I've got a software update thing now that's come up on my iMac. Great. Anyway, goodbye. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you guys again in my next YouTube video.